Hello, everyone. My name is Benny Ferguson, and I want to talk briefly about a video that I watched on Facebook last night. And the title didn't really do the video justice, and not from what they were talking about and what I got from it. But it was a video, a short clip video about a meeting that they were having, and it was one of those racially charged videos. But there were black people in the crowd, white people in the crowd, and it was being facilitated, and there were questions being asked about some of the shootings, the police shootings, and the killings of people, and where mistakes were being made, and the police thinking that people were criminals and they weren't. So it was a high energy meeting, and one of the main gentlemen that was speaking was talking about how he's created groups to work against the system that has been created. And he's talking about the system. He was talking about the idea that certain groups of people, certain types of people, and how certain people look are classified. And he was saying that this is the reason for the way some police have been mishandling suspects and the way people are seen in general. And there was another gentleman there who made comments based on the same thing. But, what I took from the video for myself is you have to be very careful of the media, family, friends. You have to be careful of the ideas that are being portrayed, the ideas that are being given to you, because what comes to mind is Jerry Springer, the show Jerry Springer, and how it can get in your mind that, say, black people, that all black people behave that way. The behaviors that you see on a show like Jerry Springer, you can get in your mind if you watch that show, or you watch, a lot of what's being portrayed on the news and different forms of media on radio and in videos, and you can begin to see people that way before you even get to know a person, before you know anything about them. You can see them walking on the street or walking in a school or in a store, and have an idea of a person, have an idea of an entire group of people, and it be incorrect. But you view them in this way. This idea has been given to you. It's in your mind that, okay, I watch this on Jerry Springer, or I watch the news every day and I see crime and I see victims, and it seems to be a certain type of people behaving this way. And so now you don't even realize that your mind has categorized an entire group of people. So whenever you see a white person or you see a black person, you see them or you think about them in a certain light. And now you're behaving in a certain way toward these people, and you don't even know them. The people that you see on TV, in videos, the people that are performing crimes in the news and in these different areas, they represent a small segment of the whole. A small segment. But again, if you're not careful, because you see these repeated images, you see these repeated behaviors on these certain outlets of media, you can begin to view other people that way, as if they all behave that way, as if they all think that way, as if they all live that way. And it's a terrible, terrible mistake. You shut yourself off from possibility. You shut yourself off from potential relationship. You shut yourself off from just being free and able to enjoy life, because you're constantly protecting yourself. You're constantly questioning other people. You're constantly doubting other people, because of, I'm going to say system, because of what the system has shown you, because of what you've seen on TV. And again, that's a small segment of the whole. You have to be careful of what you're thinking and what you're being taught to think. You have to make sure you're thinking for yourself. And I've had to already been checking myself. This just really stood out to me. But, seeing different groups of people walking down the street, seeing them on TV, you have to be careful not to automatically place them in a box of a group of people who behave a certain way, who act a certain way, who think a certain way. One of the things that is really interesting to me, and I love talking to people now. I love getting to know people that you never know who you're talking to. You never know what their life experience has been. You never know what they've been through. You never know what they're doing now. You never know what they're doing for work. I have family that, they love just jogging pants, athletic wear, and they walk around and but one gentleman, he's the head of a hospital. Other people are directors of academic universities, the director of the entire campus. But they're regular people. You never know who you're talking to. Me personally, I love wearing athletic wear and t-shirts. But when I get around certain people, I go to stores. It's interesting how you get treated sometimes. I went into a drugstore recently, and I talked to the lady on the phone as I went in to fill a prescription for one of the kids that stays with us, and she was very professional. And then when I got to the store, everything was changed. And I'll tell you what, she asked me the age, the birth date of one of the kids. And because, they're cousins of my wife, and I don't know exactly their birthdays. Because I didn't know the birthday of the child, this lady, and I'm positive, she's thinking that I am a dad that doesn't know my kids, don't know their birthdays. And she was treating me in that light. And I know exactly what she was doing. But, to shorten this one up, you have to be careful of what you're being taught, of how you're being taught to think. And you are being taught how to think unless you really step back, take control of your mind, begin to take control of your mind, and choose your thoughts, how you want to think, the type of person that you want to be. If you want to get to know more about these type of ideas, if you want to begin to know more about yourself and how to take control of your mind, visit us at www.mindingthediamondwithin.com, where you can learn those things and begin to learn point blank how to be brilliant in every area of your life. I am Benny Ferguson. Thank you.